local student news.
We are your hosts, Noah Weber and Timmy Friend, bringing you the talk of the town, state, and nation.
As always, we'll be covering student life, current events, and oral history.
This week's edition of Student Life will cover the P in Sentinel Pride, which stands for preparation, and the do's and don'ts in the classroom, hallway, and cafeteria.
For our oral history segment, we interviewed local veterans and discussed the importance of Veterans Day and what it means to them.
Our current event segment will highlight the Democratic presidential candidates.
This week's shout out goes to the Unified Tennis Team. Coach Brewer stated that this year's team worked extremely hard and was especially impressed by the unity of the teammates. Congrats to all of those people involved.
For our next 5 broadcasts, we will be covering Sentinel Pride.
What is Sentinel Pride, you may ask? Sentinel Pride is an acronym that stands for Preparation, Respect, Integrity, Diligence, and Empathy.
On this broadcast, we will be focusing on preparation and what prepared and unprepared students look like in the classroom, hallway, and cafeteria. Oh, I forgot my books again. Psst, do you have a Sakabara?
I'm playing should be prepared for class.
I'm on time, I have everything I need, and I'm ready to learn.
Class has already started and I'm just now getting my materials. Oops.
I have history next period. I better get my book now while I'm allowed to.
Oh, I forgot my money. Looks like I have to go to my locker at an inappropriate time and try to look for it.
I have my lunch, I'm on time, and I'm ready to eat.
Did you know Veterans Day was moved to the fourth Monday in October in 1971, but in 1978 it was moved back to November 11th?
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, an armistice or temporary end of hostilities was declared between the Allied nations and Germany in the First World War, then known as the Great War.
Commemorated as Armistice Day beginning the following year, November 11th became a federal holiday in the United States in 1938.
In the aftermath of World War II and the Korean War, Armistice Day became Veterans Day, a holiday dedicated to American veterans of all wars.
In honor of Veterans Day, Sentinel News decided to interview local veterans to see what Veterans Day means to them. Here's what they had to say.
I wanted to have an adventure. I just wanted to go ahead and put it all behind me and do something that I thought I would be good at, so I enlisted in the U.S. Army for 2 years.
My dad was in the Navy, and he'd tell me all these sea stories, and it's like, you know, I want to be on a ship. I want to go to foreign ports. I want to be a sailor. I was a sailor.
I was assigned to Marical Division, 3rd of the 21st Infantry Battalion, Echo Company, and that was a recon platoon. In the recon platoon, we were basically forward observers, so we went out to try to intercept Viet Cong or Vietnamese regulars that were coming through the valleys and providing the people in Saigon with supplies. And our job was to call artillery strikes to try to stop them from doing that.
Well, I was in computers, so I was a key punch operator, then a mainframe computer operator, then I was a programmer for a couple years, a network administrator, and then just a manager of network people over in Guam.
He's in Iceland. We're repairing communication antennas around the island. Flew C-47 around to different sites, drove to some of the sites and repaired antennas because obviously it's wintertime, it tears up a lot of the antennas and they need to be repaired.
I have a combat infantryman's badge, which means I was under fire. I have a Bronze Star and a Vietnam medal that Forrest Gump got those medals, by the way. So I have all those Forrest Gump medals.
We evacuated the U.S. Embassy from Lebanon. When they took the hostages over in Iran, I was on the ship that the helicopters flew from to the Nimitz. We watched them put machine guns on rescue helicopters. That was pretty wild.
And in 1977, the Warrant Officer Program, which had been deactivated after World War II in Korea, was reactivated, and I was nominated for the commission as a Chief Warrant Officer in the Seabees Civil Engineer Corps, and was the first one selected for that promotion.
Well, thanking the guys that come before you. I mean, the guys are really sacrificed. I mean, I enjoyed the military. I had a good time, and it was arduous, but it was nothing like when my dad was in or World War I. I mean, those guys truly sacrificed and put their, lives on the line. So, remembering those guys.
Veterans Day is a historic day, and it's a day where I think a lot of honor and glory is given, but at the same time it's a day to reflect on the spirit of the bayonet.
Like in my case, I have great respect for the World War II veterans, because I was born at the end of World War II, February 45. So I have great respect for them. It's good to see younger people, they have respect for what not only the Vietnam vets did, or the Korean vets, but also the Gulf War veterans.
Did you know Veterans Day was known as Armistice Day to honor the ending of World War I? It was changed to Veterans Day in 1954.
Timmy Friend here, giving you the top 6 Democratic candidates for the 2016 presidential election. As you know, election season is upon us, so get out there, get informed, and get involved. Hillary Clinton is a 67-year-old former Secretary of State from Chicago, Illinois. Her main focuses are on foreign policy and improving education with government funding. Bernie Sanders is a 74-year-old senator from Vermont. Sanders believes in getting corporations out of politics, reforming Wall Street, and promoting civil rights. Martin O'Malley is a 52-year-old former governor of Maryland. O'Malley believes in improving education and protecting civil liberties. Did you know Britain, France, Australia, and Canada also have similar holidays to honor those who served in World War I, World War II, and other wars?
Did you know? Well, now you do, thanks to Fort Hill Student News.
Be sure to check out this week's poll on our website.
The next Democratic debate will be held on December 19th in Manchester, New Hampshire. Thanksgiving break will begin for half a day on Wednesday, November 25th. Classes will resume November 30th. The next Republican debate will be on December 15th and will air on CNN.